I'm Uncle Mark. Welcome to the channel. I've got a head gasket, or the head itself is probably warped, leaking really bad. In fact, it's pouring out of the head even when the vehicle's not running. Try and show you a little clip of that. And I'm going to try some stuff I've never heard of before. They're not a sponsor. They have not paid me. I've bought this stuff out of my own money. So amazingly enough, it worked. I really didn't think it was going to. So I thought I'll do a quick little video. If it works, it works. If it doesn't, it doesn't. In this case, it did, and maybe it might for you too. Just show you here how bad the leak was. I'm just going to pressurize the cooling system just a little bit. If you won't believe me, it was just leaking out as fast as you could pour it in the engine, basically. Well, that might be a little bit of exaggeration. Take a look here, though. Leaking between the head and the block. Try from another angle. Right in there. It's a little misleading, but that's where it's coming from. You can see it a little closer. So you would fill it up, and it would basically pour out. You'd lose like a gallon. So I'm going to try this. It's iron tight. It says it's an all-weather seal, stops coolant leaks. Never heard of this stuff before. After using it, I did some research, and it's like, oh, this company's been around. They get some neat products. Again, they have not sponsored this. Just showing you what I found. A little different than some of the other stop leaks that I've seen, or maybe that I've tried. This is very fine, kind of chalky looking almost. Reminds me of some kind of preparation you might have to do for a doctor's, I don't know, it's, anyway, there it is. It's liquidy. It's not really thick. So they want you to shake it for a little while there. So that's what I did. Tried following the rules, or the instructions. Shook it good. I had already poured a bunch of antifreeze in there because it was all on the ground. Car would basically lose pretty much all the antifreeze you'd put in it if you drove it and then parked it or something. There's just a little screw on top there that I undid. On this car, it's got a bleeder screw. Let some of the air out of the engine. I'll do that a little bit while it's running. Here you can see how fast it leaks out. This is on a cold engine. Can't really see where it's leaking from, but it's leaking from where I showed you. So I wasn't really sure how much to put in there. So I basically poured almost a quarter of the bottle in there. Figured what I'd do is I'd fill up the coolant now, let it run, see what happens. Figured it's going to leak out, so I'll just add some more. So I just topped it up with coolant. Again, take a look and see. And it's dripping. That's ends up dripping on the frame here at the back of the engine where I showed you. So I got her going, and didn't have to drive too far. Stopped and yeah, it's leaking on the street here. Added some more. Tried bleeding it out of here. You'll see how this works on this. This is an older GM car. To get it at the right amount there, you can just get the air to come out without all the coolant coming out. This is on a 3400. I think the 3100 had the same idea. Somehow you'll have to bleed your system. So, got it running in here again. It looks like it's running a temperature, but you don't want to be fiddling with the rad hose. It's still leaking here. So I went for another drive. I didn't actually drive it too far. I didn't want to get stuck somewhere. I only had so much antifreeze. I had a few jugs of it with me. We didn't want to have to walk back. Seems like it's slowing down, if not stopping. So I let it cool down for a bit, probably an hour. Then I went and did the whole process again. He was just checking to see if it's leaking anywhere or not. And that one drip there might just be from just residue is the word. Drove it a little bit more. Temperature seems to be holding steady. I didn't go very far either. This car's got a few clicks on it. 260,000 kilometers. What's that in miles? And after doing this a few times there, it looks like it has stopped. I'll show you later, towards the very end of the video, how much. I'm going to add a little more here. I ended up using about half the bottle, which I think is supposed to do 3 gallons. I think the whole bottle does 6. Well, I think I'm going to call it a fix. Sure seems to be. That's bumpy. Stuff worked better than I thought, and it didn't take that long. I'll just review how far I've gone and take it from there. Here's the spots it used to leave. Every time you'd park somewhere, there'd be that much. This has already dried up a little bit. So that's going to do it for our video. I really didn't think this was going to work. I bite my tongue. Ouch. Yeah. I'm going to try it again if I run across a situation like this where there's no other hope. Maybe it's too costly to try and fix it. Where it would have been in this case. If you like the video, please give me the thumbs up. It helps YouTube realize that it's not a bad video. You can also subscribe down in the corner. And I'll put a link right here, just above the big round circle there. You should see a card come up, and it'll bring you some other videos that are just general, because this could be on any vehicle, couldn't it? Until next time, you and your family stay safe. Bye-bye from Uncle Mark. Remember to be safe. Your safety is your responsibility and should be priority number 1. Also, give me the thumbs up if you like the video. Plus, please subscribe and you'll get all the notifications. It's easy. The little dog will show you how. Ring the bell. Ring the bell. And the stuff that we're using to try and help it seal. Uncle Mark here, let's. Uncle Mark here testing 1, 2.